Welcome to Alslee. In today's video lesson, I'm focusing on writing an informal letter. I'll talk about the strategies that you can follow while writing it. For this, I have taken a sample question here and I would like to read it for you first. It says, parents of your close friend are coming to your area for a visit. He or she asked you to suggest some places for older people to visit. Write a letter to your friend and include the following. Suggest the places where his or her parents could visit. Recommend a place for them to stay. Suggest his or her parents what to pack and bring while coming to travel to your city. This is called the background information where the purpose of this letter is written. And here we have 3 bullet points that guides us and gives us hints to complete our letter. Now, what I'm gonna do here, I'll make it very simple for you by dividing this letter into 2 separate columns. This side, I'll write a letter which deserves less than 7 bands, and this column I'll take for 7 or more than 7 bands. But before that, you have to make sure that you have already understand the band descriptor for IELTS writing that is issued by British Council and IDP. If you haven't done that, then I'll make it clear for you first. See, this is the band descriptor, and as you can see here in band 6 column for task achievement, they mention for general students present a purpose that is generally clear, but there may be inconsistencies in tone. Here inconsistency means inappropriate tone, okay? And here in band 7 it is written present a clear purpose with the tone consistent and appropriate. It means writing in an appropriate tone is very important to get 7 or 7 plus bands, right? Now let's write the letter and then compare how these conditions can be practically used. So our first step is very simple. We have to write our greeting line that is already given, and here I would write the name. I took a random name, Dear Jasmine. So Jasmine is a random name here. Then I would write the reason why I'm writing this letter, right? Or I could say that I have to paraphrase the background information. For this, I have to read the question so that I can justify with the purpose of this letter. See here, parents of my close friends are coming, right? So it's important to express my feelings after getting this news. Then here I would start with, I just received your letter. It's great to hear that your parents are visiting my city next week. And here I would write, I just got your letter. It's great to hear that your parents are visiting my city next week. Why I'm writing in both columns? Because I want you to identify your mistakes that you don't consider while writing, okay? See, it can give you a clear picture of band descriptor. Now say I couldn't end this paragraph here. Why? Because it still haven't mentioned the main reason for this letter, yeah? And that is what? That is he or she asked you to suggest some places for older people to visit. So I have to complete this. I have to give the reply of this thing. So I would write, I'm pleased to guide them during their visit. And for this category, I'm going to make it more informal. And how can I do this? Do remember these 2 things, contractions and phrases. These 2 things makes our tone informal one, okay? So I would write here, I'm looking forward to showing them around. I have used contraction here, right? And written a phrase showing around which replaced the word guide here. Okay, now our next step is to write the first bullet point where I would suggest some places for her parents to visit, right? So here I write, they should definitely visit the most spiritual place of my city called the Golden Temple. There are lots of souvenir shops where they can purchase anything as a memento of their visit. They can also go to Wagah border, which is at a distance of around 30 kilometers from there. It seems I have fully covered the bullet points, right? But What's the main problem here? See, my tone sounds inappropriate and bit unnatural, right? It means I haven't justified with the task achievement criteria. Now, what can I do to make my tone more consistent? Let's try here. So, I would add one sentence here or one line here. If you ask me, I would suggest that they should definitely set aside some time to explore the most spiritual place of my city called the Golden Temple. There are lots of souvenir shops dotted around where they can purchase anything as a memento of their trip. It's also worth visiting Wagah border, which is at a distance of around 30 kilometers from there. Read this line again. If you ask me, I would suggest. See how this line gave a good start to my paragraph. Yeah, and it sounds too connective, right? And instead of writing visit, I have used set aside some time to explore. Here, set aside means to save something for a particular purpose. And here it means save time for visiting something, right? And if you look here, dotted around, it's again a phrase. See, if anything is dotted around a place, so that can be found in many different parts of that place, okay? Means that can be located in that particular area only. And yeah, don't be confused here with souvenir shops. These are called gift shops that sell items related to that particular place we are talking about. Okay, and memento means a thing that you purchase as a token of remembrance. Means a reminder of that event or that journey. Okay, and if you focus here, I have changed the sentence starting by putting it's also worth visiting. See, this sentence formation you can use when you want to mention that it's good to have or it's useful to do something. Okay, and do remember use the ing form when write any verb afterward. Okay, now let's move to the second bullet point. Here, I want to recommend my own house for accommodation. So, first I would write here if they haven't booked a place to stay yet, I am there to host them. I have told my parents about this and they're very excited that your parents would come at their residence. Even my mother has already started arranging a room for their comfort stay. And here I would write, have you booked a place to stay yet? If not, don't worry, I'm there to host them. I have told my parents about this and they're pretty excited to have your parents at their residence. Even my mom has already started setting up a room for their comfort stay. So, what I did, I put a question here. Have you booked a place to stay yet? And it gave a different texture to my sentence. I believe now you can easily identify the difference, right? Here at this side, I have used the red color, and here the red color coded sentences are those ones which are inappropriate in tone, right? And in green color, these things are the substitutes, these are the right things to make our sentence more informal. Now it's time to write our third bullet point, and I would write here they don't need to bring warm clothes. Ask them to pick cotton clothes as the weather is sunny here. Moreover, it might rain sometimes, so they can bring some rainwear too. At the same time, for proper tone, I would write here, by the way, they don't need to bring warm clothes. Ask them to pack cotton clothes as the weather is sunny here. And of course, it might rain sometimes, so it's worth bringing some rainwear too. Here, why I have used by the way? Because in this paragraph, I'm going to write something that is not mentioned before, right? So it gives an extra touch or tone to my sentence. And of course, here replace the word moreover because moreover is a formal word, okay? And as you know, using these formal words into informal letters can be very risky. So now it's time to end up our letter. So we have to use the closing line. At this side, I would write, please send me their flight details so that I can pick them up from the airport. And now it's the time for signing off. I would say write back soon and then I would put the name here. Means my name here. Yeah. And for this side, I would write, let me know their flight details so that I can pick them up from the airport. Write back soon, and then my name. Now you got how we can justify with the tone of informal letter? Just remember two things, contractions and phrases, right? I hope you found this lesson helpful. I'm highly thankful for your comments and support. I'll meet you in my next video with more useful stuff. Till then, keep learning, keep improving, and keep watching this space.